It's time for another round of Would You Rather. This is episode 39. I'm Soraya.
I'm Aurora.
And together we're just your average Disney travelers. All right, we had a lot of fun doing the first round of Would You Rather, so we're back for more. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to go first or do you want me
Sure.
to? All right, you ask the first one.
Would you rather get stuck on Jungle Cruise or a Kilimanjaro safari?
Ooh, live animals or fake? So here's the thing. Normally I would certainly say Kilimanjaro because the animals are alive and they're doing their own thing. You could be watching more and I probably would still end up with that, but it's tempting with Jungle Cruise because the skipper will keep telling you jokes and that can be a lot of fun too.
Oh, I would definitely choose Jungle Cruise.
I think Acadia would also. I love the safari ride though. Did that just blow off the table? Okay, we'll pick it up later.
They're just all gonna blow.
No, let's not do that then. Anyways, I'm gonna go Kilimanjaro, but both would be awesome. I think those would both be a great ones to get stuck on. So you would choose the Jungle Cruise? Yeah, that would be really fun, especially if you get a really, really good skipper. Because they could do so much improv there and they can make it fun. They might have jokes that are specifically for when you get stuck that you wouldn't hear any other time unless you were in that situation. That could be really funny.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been at where there was a little bit of a backup getting back to the dock and, they just kept going and that was fun, but it wasn't like we were stuck on it. It was just like we had to wait an extra minute or two before we made it back to the dock. But yeah, that would be a fun one too. Okay. Would you rather visit Walt's apartment in Disneyland or visit the Dream Suite above Pirates of the Caribbean, which is also in Disneyland? So these are both in Disneyland. Yeah. The one that's over the apartment over the fire station or the Dream Suite over Pirates of the Caribbean, which I don't think is really the Dream Suite anymore. It is the Dream Suite, but I think they use it for something else now. But yeah, what would you rather do?
I don't know. Probably Walt's apartment.
Yeah. I've done both already.
Show off.
So I've been really lucky to do both.
I don't know what the Dream Suite looks like, or like forgot. I don't remember which one it was.
So the Dream Suite's pretty cool. I may or may not have pictures that I can show you, but if I do, I can't tell you. And
is it?
We weren't supposed to take pictures.
Oh,
but it was really cool. It's a cool suite where it was a larger apartment where he could have his family be there. That was the idea.
Yeah.
And be more comfortable. And it's pretty magical. It's pretty cool. But I think that because Walt's apartment was the first and where he had stayed the most, I don't know how much he ever really stayed at the Dream Suite. I think Roy ended up maybe staying there a bit more, but I think that if I had to pick one, I would pick Walt's apartment first, and then I'd want to see the Dream Suite.
Yeah.
But if I was going to stay in one, the Dream Suite. Walt's apartment does not look nearly as comfortable.
Yeah.
But anyways, both really good. And I think when they get back to doing tours, the Walk in Walt's Disneyland Footsteps, I believe will still take you up to the apartment. So we should do that with you sometime. Mm-hmm. I think you'd like it. All right, what do you got?
Would you rather get a ride from Lightning McQueen or from Carl Fredrickson from Up in his house with helium balloons? I'll do the house.
You and I are just like opposites right now because here's the thing. I probably would do the house too because Lightning McQueen probably would make me sick. I'd probably get motion sickness.
Oh yes, and floating.
Floating is gentler.
But you'll still be swaying.
I know, and also like, can you really control where you're going? That would make me feel anxious.
It's like riding a boat. It's like a boat but in the air.
Well, I'm okay on boats as long as it's not too rocky. Large ships in calm seas are great. I don't know.
Either way, you'll probably get sick one way or another.
If I'm going to get sick one way or another, then I'll probably go with Lightning McQueen. But I don't know. He takes fast turns. I know I'll get sick with him. I'm gonna go up and up.
Okay.
Plus, you know what? They'll have bedrooms, and if I get sick, I just lay down and take a nap.
That's
right?
true. Yeah.
Okay, is it my turn?
Yes.
Would you rather ride Dumbo the Flying Elephant or Mad Tea Party? This one's easy for me. Teacups or Dumbo?
I don't know. Teacups, you can have more people on it.
True.
So I'd probably do that.
And you hardly ever get to ride that because I never will ride it. And so you only get to do it when you're with people that will do it with you.
Yeah, I've done it once.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad.
You wouldn't get sick with it. Yeah. I get sick with it, so I can't ride that one. So for me, it's easy, Dumbo.
Well, I mean, I do get motion sickness from spinning.
Right, but not nearly as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tolerate a lot more. I love Dumbo. It's a classic. We don't do it every time, especially not at Disneyland, because at Disneyland, it has a little bit of a longer line sometimes. Disney World, we don't even always do it. It just kind of depends on the situation and what people are in the mood for. But I do like Dumbo.
Mm-hmm.
Tea Party, I get sick. I can't do that.
Would you rather have unlimited churros or unlimited popcorn?
Churros, hands down. Unlimited churros.
Yeah, probably.
Especially at Disneyland. I mean, at Disneyland. At Disney World, maybe it'd be popcorn. We don't usually have as many churros in Disney World.
And also their popcorn flavors are good.
Yeah, and we do popcorn more at Disney World, but Disneyland, hands down, churros. Especially if I can have not just unlimited churros, but unlimited, like all the different flavors. If I can go around to all the carts and then go back to my favorites, all unlimited, heck yeah. I mean, I feel like we already do unlimited churros because we just get as many churros as we want whenever we want anyways. But yeah, definitely churros. Is that yours or?
Yeah.
Oh, we're on the same
Unless
page.
For that one. Because Disney World, I'll choose popcorn too.
Yeah.
Because that one flavor, I don't remember what it was. It was like.
I don't even remember trying different flavors there. I'm sure we did, but I don't remember.
It was good. It wasn't cheddar, but it was like the other one.
The other
one.
Like
onion and chives.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Or like garlic or something.
Yeah, I don't know if it was garlic.
I don't know either. We'll have to try another time. Would you rather spend the morning in a Disney park or an evening in the Disney park?
Evening.
Yeah, because you want to sleep in because you're a teenager?
Well, want to sleep in. Also, I personally think it looks cooler at night, and also
I do like the parks lit up at night.
Also, I just like evenings better than mornings in general. So
because you're a teenager.
Yeah, I guess.
Probably.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah. It's hard for me. I agree with you. I like the evenings.
Especially Strange's, Dr. Strange's.
Oh, yeah. In Avengers Campus.
The Ancient Sanctum.
It's really, really pretty at night. Really pretty. I love all of Disney. All the Disney parks, no matter which one you're in, no matter where you are in the parks, at night are beautiful. I also think mornings are beautiful with the morning sunlight and like everything. They'll, even if it hasn't rained, they'll have sprayed down the walkways and everything. It's all just kind of damp and wet, and it just looks clean and fresh. And when there's not very many people there, I really like that too. But I think I would agree with you. I agree with you. I would probably go evening as well. Yeah. Maybe I used to be more of the morning, but I don't know. I could go either way. I like it.
Rubbed off on you.
I like it no matter what, but I do love the nighttime. And I love dusk. I like to see the changes too. Oh man, and then Cars Land with dusk when the sunset and then the dance party, and yeah, it's cool.
Would you rather unlimited specialty drinks on Disney Cruise Line or unlimited visits to Vanellope Suites and treats on the Disney Dream?
Oh, that's a hard one. I
only had the Vanellope's thing once, and that was pretty good.
Yeah, you had to have had it more than once.
I'm pretty sure we only got it once.
I'm pretty sure I remember at least a couple times. But anyways.
I remember.
Okay.
Maybe twice.
I'm going to go with a specialty drink, though, because there are a lot of really good drink flavors.
And we do that more anyways.
We do that. And you can do that on all of the Disney Cruise Line ships. We like to do those. So now just so you know, they will have a specialty. There's like a drink of the day, and they'll have an alcoholic version as well as a non-alcoholic version. We don't drink alcohol, and Aurora couldn't even if we did. And so we do the non-alcoholic, and they're still really fun. Our favorite. Yeah.
The Bora
shake.
Yeah.
But there are lots of really, really good ones. They're kind of like well, I mean, they're just non-alcoholic drinks, like kind of slushy-ish or shake-ish, or like any type of mixed drinks that are non-alcoholic, and they are tasty. I like them. Yeah. I always really like fruity drinks too, and there's a lot of good fruity ones.
Why do I keep getting the unlimited?
I don't know. Questions? No idea. Would you rather go back in time? Did we do this one already?
I think so.
We might have done this last time.
Wasn't that because after we did this, we were cleaning them up, and then I accidentally put all the ones we did already into the.
I can't remember if that was this game or if it was the trivia game that we did that for. But in any case, I think. Do we want to? So we want to give.
Oh wait, no, this one's different because we went.
Okay, so this is a different one. Okay, sorry, this is very similar to one we did last time, but not the same. Would you rather go back in time to visit Disneyland Park with Walt in his day, or have him come to Disneyland with you in our day?
I feel like our day, because then he can see like what
his dream became, like how it all developed. It'd blow his mind. Could you imagine some of the things that he, like how it all started, and then could you imagine taking him on Rise?
Oh yeah,
taking him on Rise would blow his mind. Or like, I don't know, just like even Cars Land. He would love that.
Yeah.
I think that, that'd be really cool. I also think it'd be kind of neat to take him to Disney World to see what the world became, because he never got to see even Magic Kingdom finished. And so to have the whole world where there's all these parks and all these hotels and it's all spread out with the way he had hoped. And then to show him what Epcot ended up being, because it's not exactly what he had originally planned, but it is still pretty wonderful. And just to kind of show him a lot of that. I think you're right. I think I would rather let him come to see us here, but that would be kind of cool to get a glimpse of there too. But I agree. I would want him to come here. It'd be fun to hear his feedback.
This is either going to be really easy or really hard for you.
All right.
Would you rather watch Phantasmic or World of Color?
Okay. When it comes down to it, if I have to pick one, I'm going to go Phantasmic.
Same.
Yeah. I love them both so much, and I'm really glad that they're in the separate parks, which means that it's based on where I am. So I don't have to pick in the park which way to go. It's just, if I'm in one park, I go to that one. And if I'm in the other park, I go to the other. But I love them both so much. They're both so great. But ultimately Phantasmic. Man, we love that show. We love the music. We love it all. I love the dragon too, especially at Disneyland. Disneyland's dragon is fantastic. It's pretty cool. And I love when the ship comes, when they have the pirate ship come out, and it's just, it's cool. And I am always impressed with just the images on the water fans, which is so now old school. I mean, like that they've been doing that for years and years and years, but it's still just so cool how they do that. I don't know. I like the whole thing.
Clever.
It's clever, and I love the music. And my very, very favorite parts, like when Mickey's out. I love Mickey. And at the very end, I just love it. Some imagination, huh? Yeah. Anyways, definitely Phantasmic. Man, we started out like opposites, and now we're totally on the same page.
We had one question where we didn't have the same answer, and literally almost every answer after that has been the same. Almost every.
This is why we like to travel together, because we're pretty compatible with it usually. Okay, would you rather visit Wonderland from Alice in Wonderland or Neverland from Peter Pan?
Wonderland.
I don't know what I'd rather. Wonderland makes me anxious because it just seems so unpredictable, and there's so many things that just unexpected twists and turns that I think I would be scared.
Like, I'll probably be anxious, but like in the fun way, like, you don't know.
I'm going to go Peter Pan. And the reason why is ultimately I just love the Peter Pan's flight in Disneyland, the way they've done the lights and stuff. And I just love looking at the Mermaid Lagoon and the waterfall, and it's just so pretty, the island and the water. And so I would want to go there because I think it's prettier, even though Alice in Wonderland has gardens and is really pretty too. I'm gonna go Peter Pan.
I like the unpredictability.
Yeah, that's true. Not me as much.
Would you rather shop on Main Street or at downtown Disney?
Oh gosh. I'm gonna go Main Street, and the reason why is because my favorite sunglasses are on Main Street, and you cannot get them in downtown Disney. And every time we go, I have to get another pair or two sometimes to make sure that I'm stocked up in case the ones that I'm wearing break. And so I always have one or two on deck at home, so that if one breaks, the ones I'm wearing break because they're all the same, they're identical, then I have a backup. And sometimes I have to have another backup. I usually only had one backup, but after the pandemic, now I feel like I have to have two backups, because what happens if it takes over a year for me to get back to Disneyland again and I break two pairs of sunglasses? Anyways, and for that reason, I would say Main Street. I know that's crazy.
Well, it must be so hard for you going out with different sunglasses. Like, I mean, you can't even just have one back if you have to have two.
This is super embarrassing, but it's the truth. It's the truth.
You can't be seen wearing sunglasses that aren't those ones specifically.
Okay, here's the honest truth. Downtown Disney, the only place I ever shop is World of Disney, which I do like. And they do have some things that maybe you wouldn't find on Main Street, but for the most part, the Emporium and the other shops, like I'll get sometimes clothes for Dad across the street. I can't even remember the clothier. I can't remember what it's called. But anyhow, I can usually find what I want on Main Street most of the time.
I'll go Main Street. Also, because
you would also say Main Street?
Yeah, also because it's Main Street.
And they have like a bakery, and so like what kind of shopping? I know,
really belong.
I know, right there.
Just belong.
So the like there's the candy store, and so like it depends like what kind of shopping are we doing on Main Street.
Yeah.
But even still, for the most part, like I can go in and get my Alex and Ani and yep, and then my sunglasses. That's my answer. Oh, things that I learned about me. Okay, would you rather? Oh wait, we just did this one.
No, it's different. That one's if we can see it.
Was the other one see it? Oh, this is spend a night. Oh my goodness, I need to remember what we read better. Would you rather spend a night now?
Though we did answer this question.
We did.
Just
in the Dream Suite or in Walt's apartment. And
we already said Dream Suite.
Yeah, Dream Suite is more comfortable. It's an actual like real multi-bedroom apartment with it would be much more comfortable for a family, and it's super magical at night.
Oh, okay. Would you rather never be able to ride Splash Mountain again or never be able to ride Space Mountain again? I feel like this is a definite answer for both of us.
Yes.
I'm Space.
Yeah.
No, I'm never Splash.
And I'm never Space, because never Space makes me sick.
And
I mean, never Space. Space Mountain makes me sick, so I can't ever go on it anyways.
And I love Space Mountain.
Yeah. And even though you will go on Splash, it's not your favorite.
Yeah.
I do like Splash. It's not necessarily my favorite anymore. It used to be one of my favorites.
You absolutely loved that, right?
And the thing is I just don't always like getting wet anymore. So
yeah, that's if it wasn't for the wet part, I would probably love it.
So I am really excited to see what it'll be when we get the makeover with Princess and the Frog. Since it's really the same ride itself, I think I'll still like it the same amount, but maybe a little bit more so because I love the music from Princess and the Frog, and so it'd be kind of cool to see what they do with that, what it looks like and feels like, even though it'll literally be the same ride with the same drops and everything. But yeah. Okie dokie. Would you rather stay at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge in Walt Disney World or at Disney's Wilderness Lodge in Walt Disney World?
Which one did we do?
We've already stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge. So
I don't remember what the Wilderness Lodge is.
Wilderness Lodge, I don't remember. We've been over to Fort Wilderness to do some eating, but we weren't at Wilderness Lodge, so I don't even know if you've seen it.
I'll just say the Animal Kingdom Lodge because I've been there already.
Go with what you know?
Yeah. I'm never really picky with the where to stay.
Yeah, I know. You're like, I just need a place to sleep.
Yep.
Place to change my clothes.
Yep.
I would say the Wilderness Lodge because I have not slept there yet. I've been there, but I have not slept there yet. And I do really like the resort, and I really like the location because the location is across the the water from, well, not directly across the water from Magic Kingdom, but you can take the ferry there. It's kind of like if you were at Magic Kingdom looking at Contemporary, it's behind Contemporary. So
I don't know where that is.
You've been to all these places.
I don't know geography.
I know you don't pay attention to the map of that part. Okay. Anyways, it's a really good location, especially for Magic Kingdom, which is my favorite park in Disney World. And so, although I don't know, it just rotates. Sometimes my favorite park is Epcot. Sometimes my favorite park, I just rotate through. But for the most part, Magic Kingdom, it's a good location, Wilderness Lodge, and we haven't stayed there yet. So, yeah. It looks a lot like, it has a very, very similar feel as the Grand Californian.
Okay.
Yeah. So
fancy.
Sure. In a lodgy sort of way. Yeah.
So I'll probably just stick with Animal Kingdom.
they're both fancy. Deluxe resorts. They're both.
I'm not fancy.
They're pretty close to equal par as far as fanciness. They're actually fairly comparable in a lot of ways.
Well, then I'll probably switch over to Wilderness.
But Animal Kingdom is really cool. I really love having the savannas. Yeah. I just don't like how far away it is from everything. True, it takes forever. The only thing it's conveniently located to is Animal Kingdom Park. And so everything else is inconvenient.
Oh.
What?
Would you rather be able to walk on to Peter Pan or to walk on to Radiator Springs Racer?
Well,
for me, it's Radiator Springs.
Yeah.
That one's easy for me.
For me, it's Peter Pan.
Really?
Yeah. At Disneyland. Not at Disney World necessarily.
Really? Because that one has... Oh, wait. Then you want to go through the queue anyways if it's walk on, so...
Disneyland... Okay, Disneyland does not have the cool queue that Walt Disney World's Peter Pan has. But if as far as I can remember, I don't recall Peter Pan at Disney World getting the same... And maybe I'm wrong. It's just been a while and I can't remember now. I don't remember them getting the same really cool makeover on the actual ride as Disneyland has. And Disneyland's looks amazing. I love it. And we don't do it very often because the line is always long and it has never had fast passes. And so you either do it early so that the line isn't long, or you don't do it usually because we don't usually wait for long time in most lines. And so for most rides. And so I would definitely do Peter Pan. Because I would rather do like single rider like we did before with Radiator Springs or when and if fast passes come back, have a fast pass for Radiator Springs. I do really like Radiator Springs. It's a great ride.
Yeah.
Probably when you're comparing ride to ride, I would even say I like them the same amount each. It's just that we don't do Peter Pan as often.
Yeah.
And so I would take the walk on. And that's the reason why we don't do Peter Pan as often.
Yeah. I would still do Radiator Springs.
That's right. They're both good. All right. Would you rather be followed around Disneyland by the Dapper Dans singing boy band songs or by Disneyland band playing songs from Frozen? That's a good question. Oh, that's a good question.
I feel like Dapper Dans would just be really funny.
I think, yeah, I know my answer. Do you know yours?
Yeah, Dapper Dans.
Yeah, me Dapper Dans too. I like the Dapper Dans. They're really great.
Them just singing bye bye bye.
Yeah. Well, the thing that also, if I was gonna be followed around, I'd rather be followed around by the Dapper Dans than the band. Anyways, the band, it might be a little overwhelming. I love the band. When we saw the band in Disneyland I cried. I literally cried listening to oh my gosh, even just thinking about it, it makes me teary because it was awesome. They had just come back, even though the park had been open for a couple months, but they were pretty new coming back. And to see them and hear them playing and they were so excited and you could just feel their energy. And oh man, I love the band. But if I'm going to be followed around the park, the band would be overwhelming. I think I would rather the Dapper Dans. I like the Dapper Dans a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure. All right. Should we do just one or two more?
Yeah.
You started last time, right? So you do one and then I'll do one and we'll be done.
You wrote this one just for me, didn't you?
I have no idea which one it is.
Would you rather ride Avatar Flight of Passage or Star Wars Rise of the Resistance?
Oh, those are both really...
I refuse to answer this.
You cannot?
I can't.
You cannot. Because at Disney World, you could... Well, I guess they're in different parks anyways. But yeah, if you had one, you could only go to one park and you can only ride. So you're only going to get to ride one of them. You're only going to get to ride either Rise or Flight of Passage.
No.
It's easy for me because I can't ride one of them.
Yeah.
But I just know how incredible it is.
It's like probably Rise, because I loved like just the whole like just also like just all of Fly Pass. Like I don't know, I love all of Rise too, but like and also it's been such a long time since I've been on Fly Passage.
I know, it's been like 3 years.
I think I'll go with Rise. But Flight of Passage.
Wait.
Real good.
So you would choose to go on Rise?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Me too, because I can't go on Flight of Passage. To be fair, honey, that will probably never happen. You will always be able to do them at least once on your trip. If you go to Disney World, you're going to ride them both.
Yeah.
But, all right. So would you rather, this is our last question, would you rather stay at Disney's Grand Californian or Disneyland Hotel? These are both hotels at Disneyland.
What I will choose.
Since you go with ones you're familiar with.
And also, I don't really like big fancy places. I will go with Disneyland Hotel.
And I am always torn between this because Disneyland Hotel is my preferred style. Like, I love how it's the most Disney-esque of the Disney hotels at Disneyland. Like, it has the most Disney theming, and I love the backboards. Oh my gosh, the headboard of the beds.
I actually don't.
It has the fireworks and it plays music for you, and I like that. But the location of the Grand Californian cannot be beat at all. Like, it is literally right there, and it is the closest you can get to the Disney parks ever. And so,
aren't you like in the park?
You're not in the park, but it butts up right to it. So there are some people whose rooms are literally looking down on the park, and it's like walkways where people are going on to Grizzly River Run and stuff. But ultimately, I just love the Disneyland Hotel. I do. I love the theming of it, and it's not that far. It's still pretty close. It's in downtown Disney. So ultimately, I'd go with that. But every now and then, if I don't want to have to do any extra walking, then I would totally go with Grand Californian.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. So that was fun. That was round 2 of Would You Rather. We've still got more, so we'll have a round 3 at some point in the future. But anyways, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
See you.